Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Let's get straight to monkey business here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hey gals, welcome here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please accept my obeisances at your lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, my Lord, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey Amy, welcome. Thank you for coming. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We got to turn the boys into girls. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. There's only ladies here. One man, Maria, she self-admitted she's a man, like a man. She told me yesterday. She says, actually, I'm more like a man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Isn't Maria, isn't she amazing? What a nice addition to our family. She's a perfect fit. Hare Krishna, Hare. Where did she come from, man? You know, they come out of nowhere. Amy's, and Maria's. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. That's right. Come up here. We'll turn you into a girl there, Freddie. You'll grow boobs and everything. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Isn't it nice to be assembled to this 1,000-year sacrifice for the pleasure of the Lord and his devotees? And that's exactly what we're doing, man. It's so great. I was thinking that when I chanted, it's like giving me so much ecstasy, you know. Wow, we're doing this 1,000-year sacrifice, man, for the pleasure of the Lord and the devotees. What better activity can you do than to please God in his highest pleasure and the devotees? What else is there beyond that, huh, Lalita? What is it beyond that, huh? To give pleasure to the Lord and the devotees. That's it, man. Summum bonum. Otherwise, you're all getting summum bonum, boners out there. You get this sum total of all boners, man. All bones. No meat and potatoes, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. We're here to interrupt everybody's pattern, divine interruption. That's not intervention, divine interruption. Let us interrupt your programming for emergency broadcast system of Lord Caitanya's mercy to this planet. Hare Krishna. We have an announcement, important announcement to interrupt your television programming here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Nityananda. All right. Oops. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. Chaitanya Bhagavat. Where's the devotees? Sri Chaitanya portrays the gopis through a dance. This is Madhya Chapter 18 in this book. Majjhikanda chapter 18. All glories to Lord Gaurachandra, the benefactor of the world. All glories to Lord Gaurachandra, the benefactor of the world. Yeah, I mean, he really is. I mean, you know, what a beautiful glorification. Lord Caitanya is the benefactor of the world. Can you imagine a benefactor? You know, could you imagine you had a benefactor? This is, you know, it really works. This benefactor is really true to his with this glorification of the devotees. He really benefits, see, the world, and you know, those, especially those who identify with the world. He's the benefactor. I'm just going to put you guys down. I'm going to have to just look at you so I can. Otherwise, I feel like I can barely see me. So you guys stay there though, so I can see you guys down there. I look at you all the time. Okay, let's see here. I like to look at devotees. Hey man, you know, this is the most auspicious thing you can do is see devotees, man. Especially when they're in ecstasy. Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's see, how do I do this? River down. Put down. Yeah, especially when devotees are in ecstasy. They're the best. Yeah. So I'll tell you, the Lord is the benefactor of the world, and the worldly, basically, it's, you know, basically, this Maya forces you to identify with matter. Matters to people. That's the problem. See, matter is important to people. Money is important to people. Wealth, see, that's the Lord in that dark form. It causes your consciousness to become lowered and dark and worldly. You see, worldly. So, you know, the Lord is the benefactor of the worldly. We're those who meditate, because he gives you very easily an experience of transcendence. You know, you very easily, he shows you what's really real and who you really are. It's like Sanatan and Rupa, they approached the Lord and they said very humbly, Lord, please tell us, who are we? We don't know. I don't know who I am. Who am I? Why am I suffering in this world? Do you think the soul is meant to suffer? The soul you cannot destroy. You cannot. It's like God, imperceptible, inconceivable, indestructible. You can't destroy. Could you imagine becoming aware that you're a soul? Who can destroy what cannot be destroyed? See, that's the illusion. Because people are worldly, they identify themselves as a material product. Yeah. Even emotionally, you know, people think, oh, I've been destroyed. This person, you know, they do this on Facebook, you know, they criticize some people, you know, they get criticized. Oh, it gives me so much pain. I feel so much pain. See, pain. And people, something, they get bullied so much they even commit suicide. They have a lot of that people. Oh, they've been, you know, the bullies come, you know, the fault finders and criticizers, you know. And they call it bullying. And then the government wants to step in. See, the government, you know, everybody needs the government to take care of them, right? Isn't that what the world is? There's a problem. Oh, the government will come in and we'll step in. But they don't ever step in very well, you know. They always have material motives. That's the problem with the world and the worldly. They always have these other agendas. And often now, what I found out, you know, this was a big revelation about the world. Problem, reaction, solution. The government is thinking, why should we wait for nature to create problems? Let us get into the act, because that's what demons do. They say, oh, let us be like the demigods. You know, the demigods try to be as fair as possible, you know, you know, to distribute things according to your sacrifice, you know, like this. And the demons think, hey man, let's do what they do. Let's double the trouble. Even if you don't deserve it, they'll just cause you to, you know, to get it. You know, if the world isn't due for unseasonal rain, oh, well, we got technology. We'll make the unseasonal rain. We'll see chemtrails, seed the clouds, all that stuff. The demons, you know, they get on it. That's why there's double the trouble now. You notice that? They're in the act. Oh, yeah, well, let's see. Let's make a tsunami out of nowhere. You know, they like that. Magic. Hollywood. See, Hollywood stick. All this stuff, it's all being revealed now. How the Maya is behind everything. Ooh, she's been a good hider. Just like Krishna, you know, Krishna hides. Maya also hides. She makes you think this is natural. It's natural if you in illusion. It's your nature to be illusioned and be stupid and be a fool. And be and depend on materially motivated persons to be your benefactor. Hey, no, thank you. I'll take Lord Caitanya as my benefactor, right, Lalita? Isn't that a good thing? Get Lord Caitanya as your benefactor. Yeah, he's not non-materially duplicitous. He's only spiritually duplicitous, and that's very beautiful and very beneficial for us. Because sometimes we try to run away from him. And so he does little tricks to get us back. See, it's always for our benefit. Maya does things not for your benefit. Well, indirectly. It's like getting a good spanking, you know? Sometimes spare the rod, spoil the child. That's how she works, you know? Get a lot of beatings with her. So you are the life and soul of Lord Nityananda and Swarab Damodar Goswami. And you are the abode of excellences and the protector of your devotees. See, if you want excellences, you want virtues, what do? You go and take a class in self-development? Well, that's what people in Maya do. They have great faith in these kinds of teachers and teachings that also cost a lot of money, and therefore they don't usually work because they've got to say many things just to get you to do the course and pay your hard-earned money to do them. This is the thing. You can't get rid of motives when you're worldly minded. You got to attract people's thing and tell them that, oh, actually being rich is the greatest goal in life. You can become a millionaire and all that stuff. And then, and then you work your butt off all your life. See? And to get some benefit. And often you don't reach the goal because it's very hard. Lots of promises and mostly not fulfilled. Costs you lots of money. See, Maya works like that. Hard. Everything is hard, and harder. Difficulties. See? But the Lord is the abode of all excellences. That's why, isn't he amazing? We're all smucks and fools and fallen conditioned souls. We just take shelter of Lord Caitanya, and all these excellences begin to unravel. Whoa, look at this stuff, all these realizations and revelations and ecstasies. Now, to me, that is excellent. That is an excellent lifestyle. To be really knowledgeable, smarter than Einstein. What good is, to me, and any devotee, what good is all this material knowledge if it's just about the world and worldly things and even relativity, the speed of light and everything is within the material universe. And when you die, it's finished, man. You gotta, your brain is done. You can't think anymore. But your soul is eternal. You can't destroy it. Its relationship with God is eternal. What you're going to get here is the abode of all excellences. Now, you can't get a better deal than this. This is like winning the lottery 10 times over. No, 1 million times over. You're going to get the abode of all excellences. No more expensive self-development classes. Oh, no more hard work. All you have to do is think of the Lord and everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. In its own way, you start to see the beauty in everything. You see the beauty in, actually, you see the beauty, how beautifully Maya works so perfectly making fools
so perfectly incarcerating the living entities, so magically how she does it. So great, you know, and you can look at it neutrally without hatred. How she forces everybody to act who are foolish enough, which are most people, to believe in her and believe in her representatives, all the way up through religion and these religious gurus and popes. What's the difference between the Vaishnava Pope and the Christian Pope, Catholic Pope? Not much different. The same thing. Motives. They, you know, yeah, they got pedophile popes, and we got. Hey, hey, man, just. I know. I'm an interrupt. You know, I just tell you what is actually that you've been suppressing. Yeah. How about Vaishnava pedophiles? Have we had a few of those? I know we shouldn't even be thinking of that. We should be thinking ISKCON and all these things are the greatest thing in the world. But that's what we got, man. You know, materially motive. Maya gets into everything, all the way up to religion. See? So that's why ultimately we need to take shelter of truth, man. You need to get Krishna as the doorman. Krishna is our doorman. Lord Caitanya is our doorman. Why? Because we're doing 1,000-year sacrifice here. If we can live that long, who knows? Maybe the Lord will let us. Yeah. Maybe they'll have some bionic bodies for a river, you know, where she can change everything. Get new bionic kidneys, man, for them. So she can pee 24 hours a day, man. Just never get off the toilet, man. Yeah. That would be a good use. See, you know, the way these demons use the internet and all these things is not, they use it to control the people and all that. That's perfect. It's amazing, actually, how they do that. It's amazing how you can program the masses, you know, by television, telling them visions. Let us tell you a vision of what we want you to believe and act in this world. Oh, yeah, look at the little maskers walking down the street, and they're looking really proud of it. You see us? We listen to television. We think this is really, we can't consider that if it's healthy to walk in the fresh air without a mask. This, you know, no, we're in fear, man. We watch television. We're controlled, man. We like living in our lockdowns, man. This is, yeah, just make us starve us. We like this Ross of fear. It's what it is. It's a fear Ross. Everybody's living on Ross, man. But you know, I tell you, Lord Caitanya is the abode of all excellence. How would you like the Ross of boldness, man? How would you like the Ross of fearlessness, man? Like a lion. How'd you like the Ross of intelligence? How do you like the Ross of ecstatic rapture, man? Yeah, yeah, that's excellent. How would you like to have an excellent life like that? How would you like to do what the greatest sages do, and that's in the Bhagavatam, and we're doing that too. You know, we're assembled here to do our little 20-year, however long we'll live, sacrifice. For who? The pleasure of the devotees and the Lord, right? That's all. That's the only reason I'm here. That's you got to have a motive like that. Straight, man, as an arrow, really pleasing God. You know, I'll tell you what the Lord's saying. He's saying, man, I like that motive. These people are here for me and the devotees. Man, I approve of that motive, man. Take them out of Maya, man. And all these people that have these ulterior motives, selfish motives, so they can win and you can lose, the Lord says, keep them incarcerated in Maya and incarcerate everybody who believes in their bullshit. Yeah, it's all who you believe, man. What, you don't want to believe devotees teaching you all about the abode of all excellences? Watch out. Don't just give me a couple words. That's all I need, man. And I'll destroy the illusion. How'd you like some spiritual pride like this? Yeah, it's a little bit proud. I'm proud of this job. I like this job. Very proud to have this job, man. Destroy the illusion, man. What are you fooling around with? Why are you believing in all these people? Why are you believing in these gurus? What are they doing for you? Right, Lolita? You ask that question. What have they done for you? Come on, tell me. What have you learned? What do you know? You know, I mean, why are you going to them? Well, you know, because, you know, I've been programmed, you know, they give me these classes and checklists and say I'm supposed to have a bona fide guru. And why is he bona fide? Well, you know, I don't know. He studies and they say he's bona fide. So we believe it because we're blind believers, man. Oh, don't come over here. We'll interrupt the situation, man. We're the divine interrupts. I should tell you, this is not just Lord Caitanya's grace place. This is Lord Caitanya's divine interrupts. We're here to interrupt the programming of ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Samiti for the very special announcement, very special commercial, non-commercial commercialism. I just love that. How about this, man? And the protector of your devotees. See, do you belong? I asked you that question. Radhanath, Jaipadaka, do you belong to Lord Caitanya? Does he belong to you? We don't think about don't ask those questions. We'll excommunicate you. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll start our own group and ask the questions from the outside. And maybe some of your followers will come inside and listen to good sense. Isn't it about expose? We need these. Maya's always hiding the truth, right? Who the heck's going to take responsibility to expose the truth? Only fools like Gauridas. Because I have a relationship with the abode of all excellences. He makes me fearless like a lion. That's excellent. I like that. That's right, River. Yeah. You guys are little jackals. You ever see a jackal and a lion? And they run away. I love that. Protector of the devotee. You want to be protected? Or you want Maya to protect you? She does a lousy job. Lousy, bad job. Hey, is your guru protecting you? Do you feel fear? Do you feel that you need to get the shot in order to be safe? Do you feel you need to wear a mask? Or Prabhupada, you got to put one on him so he doesn't, in his statue, he doesn't get, or the deities, they don't get the coronavirus? Do you have to, you know, over in Florida, you have to be triple vaccinated to get into the temple. Can you believe that bullshit, man? And you wonder why I speak like I do? I try to save these poor fools, man. Can you imagine? They are an instrument of illusion now. What good is that? Well, there is a good deities in here, man. Yeah, but you got to be triple vaxxed to get in there now. You got to take the mark of the beast, man. Yeah. This is the thing. That's why it's useless now. Now it's, hey, man, it's your good fortune that somebody is exposing this. It's your only hope because you're going to die in illusion, you guys in ISKCON and all. That's your fearful leaders. You know, you need a real spiritual master if you want to get out of this. So I don't know, maybe there's somebody. I think there's somebody in these groups that really want Krishna, because you're not going to get it that way. What are you getting from, you should ask the question, what are you getting from your guru, man? Hey, you know, here, you can ask Lalita and River, what are you getting from being associated with your guru? You know, freedom. Like she goes like this, freedom. See? Freedom. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to get from a guru. Freedom. Freedom from illusions, freedom from your conditioning. You know, being conditioned that this person, he whipped me with his words, and I feel just devastated. Here, you just like Haridas. What's the difference between Haridas Thakur getting whipped in 21 marketplaces and Lalita getting whipped every day from these little whippersnappers snapping at her like little snakes that snapping at her heels, but doesn't penetrate the skin, because you can't penetrate a person in their spiritual body. Yeah, it doesn't. This little snakes of the world cannot penetrate. See, you're in your spiritual emotions. What is it? You know, you have God emotions, man. Can you imagine having God feelings? Yeah. What you see here, I'm going to tell you, little television programmed religionists out there. You've been told the wrong vision. Inconclusiveness. You need to be around devotees in their spiritual body, because if you do, you refine Krishna. That is the only door. We got probably the only door, unless you can prove that you know you're in your spiritual body, man, relishing spiritual ras and transcendental mellows like Lord Caitanya came to give. Step aside and let us do the work, man. There are thousands of devotees. I'm sure they want to know Krishna, but they got to go the right way. They got to go the way that Prabhupada teaches in his books. They got to understand postgraduate teachings, which are not that hard to understand. All you have to do is come and realize, wow, man, I've been studying these books for 20 years, and I still don't understand them. And I come and listen here for 30 days. I do the 30-day challenge. And now I'm starting to really understand Prabhupada's books. I'm understanding what is a real guru. Now I know what is a real door and where to find it and where to look for the qualities. And then I go through that door, and man, I've met the benefactor. I've met the protector of the devotees. I'm an experienced person now. I'm a witness. And you say that, bro, I'm a witness for the truth. The door is here. I went through it. Gaur Das got the order, Prabhupada. I went through it. I believed in him. You know, I did the 30-day challenge, turned it to 60-day challenge, and then 90-day challenge, then a 100-day challenge, and a 5-year challenge. And I'm not challenged anymore. It's just like breathing. I just get up and we attend the 1,000-year sacrifice for the pleasure of the Lord and the devotees. What else is there to do in life? Right? All I notice is our following is increasing because, you know, we got 15 now. And every day it's 15, 20. That's pretty amazing. And then during the day, there's 15 or 20 also. See? So I've been waiting for this. I'm waiting for people to get as interested in this 1,000-year sacrifice. So I'm not just doing it to an empty camera. You know, so we get some friends, right? It's nice to have friends who also like to do 1,000. Otherwise, you know, how are we going to have this greatest show on earth, man? You need stage people on stage. You need, you know, it's why they have the Vrindavan Leela. You know, it's not just Krishna and Radha. You know, it's Krishna and Radha and this gopi and that gopi and the different temperaments and everything. We're getting all that going there. Everybody's learning their parts. And we're on the stage dancing before the world and telling, hey, man, come on in. Come to Vrindavan. We got the new Vrindavan here. Here, what you get, you know, you come here, everything, you get the benefactor. What else? What other benefits do you need? How would you like to be the protected? You know, the Lord, that benefactor, Lord Caitanya protects you. All you have to do is love him, man. Just love to be, just be his friggin' friend, for God's sake. Is he asking too much? Just looking for friends, man. People to be a little friendly with me. Instead of going like this. You ever see people, you meet people, I met this one person yesterday, I won't mention any names, and she goes like this. I said, oh God, she's trying to protect herself from Krishna, you know. That's what people do when, you know, devotees come try to give them the benefactor. They go, oh, I don't know, man. Go a little bit more slow. It's a little too fast. I got to back off. You know, everybody's so afraid. And that's what Maya does, makes you really fearful. So anyway, all glory to you and your devotees, man. Devotees, real devotees. This is the whole thing. The thing is, we're teaching here how to recognize a real devotee. Real. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said in Sri Krishna Samhita, when devotion awakens in you, this is very pure. This is God energy. This is the God particle. A particle of God. You become a particle of the Lord by this relationship. See, you're becoming real. See, real to the Lord is eternal. He's only interested in eternal. That's why he winds up this creation. He gets so bored after a while. Look at these guys over and over and over again in the Maya. And he sends his devotees, and so many don't even care. That's why this is the work, man. Yeah, that's why I gotta, you know, luckily I don't even sweat doing this work because it's so kind of effortless, but it's fun, you know, and everything. You know, I love destroying Maya. You know, Maya loves destroying you. I love destroying her. This is a higher quality of life. She loves destroying the living entities. And the living entities, often they love to be destroyed. Oh, Maya, please beat me. It's an S&M relationship. See? Yes, beat me, lock me up, torture me. I'm so dedicated to you. I've got these, what do they call, Swedish syndrome or something. And I just love, and I take my work, I love it, man. Just destroy the illusion. It's all about destruction and recreation. Actually, no, manifestation. I just love destroying illusions, man. It's illusions, man. And then the Lord's, his potency manifests in this world. And then I got some more friends to play with, man. I'm like my Lord. He wants more friends. I want more friends. You know, first the Father does, then the Son does, right? Isn't that what Jesus said? Well, that's how it is here too. He wants more friends, I want more friends. Whatever he wants, I want. He wants to liberate the living entities, I also do. He wants to destroy the Maya, show his muscles, therefore I do. I want to show you how buff this spiritual body is. Everybody show their material body, you know, man, I spend hours working out every day, you know, and look at this, and that thing is going to get old, it's diseased and die and become part of worms. But this spiritual bodies we're developing at every step, man, especially when you start chanting in ecstasy. When you start chanting in ecstasy, man, at every chant you do, man, more auspiciousness comes. Divine excellences come. More good fortune, the white lotus. Lord Caitanya, the white lotus. When you start to chant and feel the taste and the ecstasy for the name, it's like the white lotus of good fortune. See, it just blossoms more and more at every step. That's where some of us are here. Can you believe it? Jayapataka is saying, oh, no, I can't believe it. No, I got to keep my job. Where am I going to get my kidneys, man? I might need a couple more later. I need some battery juice, man. Some batteries out there. That's what the world is you're just a battery for people. They don't know how to go and enter and tap into the abode of divine excellences. They're not Krishna and Lord Chaitanya's friend. That's why the Lord sends his devotees. It makes it easy, man. Hey, just become a friend with my devotees. Be a little friendly with them. And look what happens. Look what happens to everybody. Everything. You just friend with the devotees, your whole life changes. Look at Shama Sundari's little friendly attitude. Oh, God is with me now, and I just want to do everything is working out. Yeah, just little offer a little friendship to the devotees, man. This is what Jesus. I was just teaching because we're here to represent that principle that Jesus represented and Lord Prabhupada represented. Prabhupada taught that you go to the real guru, the real authorized guru. What are you doing? You're going to the real mailbox. It's the U.S. post office, man. Otherwise, Maya, she sets up a post office box. That's called the false acharya, false spiritual master. She sets up her post office, and it's a dummy. It doesn't go to Washington, D.C. or wherever it doesn't go where you're addressing your letter. That's why if you're not really addressing your letter to Krishna, you won't come to this official post office box. You go to the unofficial ones, the ones that don't get you where we are. You want to be where we are? You want to be in this 1,000-year sacrifice? I guarantee you, when we drop the body, we'll continue this forever. 1,000 years, that's nada. That's nothing. 10,000 years, 10 million. You think Prabhupada's not doing this still? You don't think he's sitting with Rupa Goswami and other guy? Hey, man, he was always meditating on. You don't think they're sitting around talking about Lord Caitanya and Krishna? Or coming here and listening to these glorious talks? I'm sure he's laughing his ass off. He said, look at that Haridas, man. Look at him, man. He's like me, he's fearless, man. He's not afraid to, hey man, you need somebody. You got to see an example. They may not like it. You guys don't like it, do you? You don't like somebody like Prabhupada. See, not Prabhupada, like him, man. You know, he confronted his God brothers. Why should I be any different than Prabhupada if I'm doing the same kind of job? He took disciples, Haridas takes disciples too. And he took his God brothers to task and told the world that they were envious and jealous of him because they were. Why should Gaur Haridas not do the same? He said, they're actually amongst my God brothers, no one's qualified. And why should I not say actually amongst my God brothers, which all you guys are, none of them are qualified, not even one, not even Narayan Maharaj. Why should I not say what he kind of said? Right? Otherwise, you're not in touch with the same Krishna that worked through him and is also working here. Because the Lord, and the same thing, he did the same thing with Devananda Pandit. As Lord, he said, man, this guy ain't qualified. I don't care if the whole world thinks so. Same thing as Sudama. Sudama said, this guy ain't qualified. He ain't the real Krishna, man. And the devotees here in this world say, he ain't the real guru, man. Prove it. Come on, you guys. Come on, Radhana, sit before me. Come on, let's have a discussion. Prove that you're the real guru, man. Prove you can deliver your disciples. Otherwise, why are you wasting your time and their time? Come on, time is of essence, man, because deliverance is here now. Why waste any time, right? Right, Lilita? Why waste time? It's here. The feast is here, man. The benefactor is here. He's accessible. The portal is here into Vrindavan, man. And when the portal is closed, where is it? Who knows? 500 years, maybe? More, maybe. Who knows? Where's the portal of Vrindavan? It's always the devotee preaching like this. exposing Maya, exposing Krishna. Who's the conclusive truth about Maya Tattva, the truth about Maya, the truth about Guru Tattva, the truth about Rasa Tattva, showing you and teaching you as it is these very confidential subjects that Prabhupada left us to do. And the Goswamis left us to do, just like they left that kind of preaching to Narottam and Shamananda and Srinivas and now Gaurharidas and now you guys. That's our work here. We have no other work. Now we're here to finish it like Jesus. Give them the Holy Spirit, man. Spark their ecstatic devotion. The gift, give them the gift of Lord Caitanya. Because we're the authorized distributors. Don't try to get Mary Kay products from an Amway distributor. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get Krishna from a person who can't distribute. They're not a distributor. They're not an authorized mailbox. They're not an authorized distributor. They can't introduce you to the benefactor. You got to be introduced to the benefactor, man. And that means you got to have a person who's an authentic friend of the benefactor. The benefactor is so intimate with the benefactor, it's almost like you hear the benefactor speaking directly to you. Forced penetration. You may not agree with our classes, but you can't say they're not interesting and fascinating. You'll think. Even Meena will say now, well, actually, you probably shouldn't go see Gaurharidas and listen to him, but his class, he's definitely, nobody speaks like him. I bet she even says that now. Yeah, well, you're right. Nobody does speak like him. I'll probably go back if I don't kick the bucket first and take my little, she probably took her little shots so she can go into the temple. All glory to you and your devotees, man. One attains the highest perfection, Krishna Prema, by hearing the pastimes of Lord Caitanya as he gradually unfolds his transcendental mystery of congregational chanting of Lord Krishna's holy name. One attains the highest perfection of Krishna Prema by hearing the pastimes of Lord Caitanya. Isn't that amazing? Now, why haven't people done that in ISKCON? Have you? Oh, they would say, oh, Prema Bhakti? Well, look what Narayan Maharaj says. Narayan Maharaj says, oh, Prema Bhakti? That'll take you many, many lifetimes. Is that conclusive? I'm asking you. I challenge you, Narayan Maharaj disciples, just a nice playful, nothing mad. I'm not mad at you. I don't hate you guys. Believe it or not, I don't hate you. I like intelligence. I like to have an intelligent conversation. So let us have an intelligent conversation. Any of you gurus, all of you guys, let's have an intelligent conversation. So I ask you, what is more conclusive? What you read in this book or what Narayan Maharaj said? He said, oh, Prema Bhakti, you got to do all these things and you got to go through all these different stages. Or is it actually what the devotees actually say that you're not saying and that others are not saying, but Gaurharidas is saying? So I ask you, just, little divine interrupt or divine, interruption here. Let me interrupt your conversations a little bit. So what is more conclusive? Narayan Maharaj saying, I know you hate to hear this. Well, you mentioned my guru's name. Well, no, yeah. Isn't it about intelligence? Shouldn't we ask questions? Shouldn't we question everybody? Make sure they're qualified. Make sure they're conclusive. So I ask you, is that really conclusive that it takes many lifetimes to attain Krishna Prema? Or does it actually work like the conclusions in Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita? Actually, Actually, one attains the highest perfection of Krishna Prem by hearing the pastimes of Lord Caitanya. So, and I say it is more conclusive to go with the devotee. See, that's Shastra, right? Guru, as Guru, you guys call me Guru, so I'll just say, okay, they call me Guru, they call me Divine Grace and all these things with a t-shirt. Is that a miracle? Now that's the first miracle. They call Gaur Hari Das a Divine Grace and he's only got a t-shirt and no tilak and not even a neck bead anywhere to be seen. Now that's a miracle. So that's our miracle. You know, that you think Radhanath can do that? You think any of these gurus can do that? They'll be out selling shoes without their props, propped up by Prabhupada's wealth. You know, they don't know how to use the wealth properly. I do, you see. I do. You know why? So we got the Shastra, right? Shastra says simply by hearing the pastimes of Lord Caitanya, one develops prema bhakti. Oh, and the Gaur Hari said, I agree, yeah, because I do that. I did that for years, and prema bhakti was entered my heart and everything. Nobody believed me, right? Nobody, and Narayan Raj, oh, no, impossible, because it takes many lifetimes to develop prema like me. Oh, you got to be austere like me, and you got to be working your butt off this whole life to get through anartha nivritti. And then you'll get a little bit of ruchi, but then you'll get the prema bhakti like me that I can't give. And I can preach you inconclusiveness. But what does Gaur Hari preach with his little t-shirt on? This is why I show you where real power is. Power isn't called in truth, man. In the real essence is Shastra. See, so there's Shastra and there's Guru. And what happens? Oh, we got sadhus. Sadhus we had to generate because I didn't see any real sadhus. Real sadhus have love of God. Did you know that? That's called Majjamadikari. And look at you guys. You're getting prema by hearing the pastimes of the Lord. Some got it in a week. Look at Lalita got prema bhakti after listening to 5 friggin' videos. So we got Guru, we really got Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, man. We nailed it to the cross. We nailed illusion, man, to the cross. We're crucifying illusion, man. So we all the way up into the Narayan Raj thing. That's why, hey man, that's why you guys got no prema bhakti. You got what he said. I mean, he was a nice guy. I mean, you know, you can ask Sachi. She met him. She said he's a nice guy. Yeah, but it's nice is not good enough. Not for my Lord, man. He threw these nice guys like Narayan Raj out of his kirtan. I know you don't want to hear that, but hey, man, he didn't prove. He was inconclusive, man. Just is conclusive. And where's the real authority? I think the real authority is Guru Sadhu Shastra. Did I prove not that this is the real Guru? This is the real Shastra as it is? And you guys are the real witnesses, the real sadhus. So anybody really interested in truth, if you're not really interested in truth, you won't listen to the truth. You'll be into your sentimental, sappy things, and that's disgraceful. For you, Narayan Raj Guru, you say, oh, we're so intelligent. They're very proud. Yeah, we know Shastras, and you know nada. This is Shastra. This is Guru. This is Sadhu here. This is what you've been just blah, blah, and speculating on. But we got the reality of that here. Can you imagine? They can't even imagine that. I told them, hey man, look at this devotee. I was in Mayapur. This was the Guru now. This is why I can speak so boldly. I have experience, man. I spent 1.5 years in that Sangha, never seen the devotion that you see in Lali. Never, not even one person. All their highfalutin ones, they may get good austerity benefits and so that lady in white, she can sleep in a what do you call it? In a hot room, small room, in 100-degree heat, with no fan and being bitten by mosquitoes. Yeah, well, that ain't prema bhakti, my friends. That's some austerity. So what? And people are impressed. Well, she can do that. You know, wow, that's the big benefit with that group. All right, Maharaj group, you know, you can become austere. You can chant one nice dry lack of chanting. And I've seen it, man. I've seen a lot of nice dry chanting. No wet chanting, no ecstatic chanting. You can go now and see some. You won't see the kind of chanting we do. Oh, they'll criticize. Oh, what are you looking? You only chant like 2 rounds or 5 rounds, man. We chant 1 laugh. See, but how? You know, what quality of your chant? Is Krishna coming when you call him? All you need is chant one name. Your heart melts, and a whole days of purification happens from looking at all these worldly people and associating with all these smucks in the world who don't chant. Right? I get cleaned off every day, man. Just even a couple mantras sometimes. Yeah, a couple of them. Boom. God, finished. Spotless, spick and span. Mr. Clean has come. Spick and span. Just like those commercials. This is the real commercial, man. This is the commercial you need to hear, man. You need to know what is real spick and span. You need to know who the real Mr. Clean is and be able to attract the Mr. Clean, which is our benefactor, Lord Caitanya. He's Mr. Clean, Mr. Cleanser. He's the cleaner, man. And we have authentic relationship with him. I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm ashamed of you guys for not getting it out there, whoever's listening. See, all glories to you and your devotees. See, you're a devotee. Real, it's time for you to know the difference between a practicing Vaidhi Bhakti guru and follower, blind leader, blind follower. Time for the divine interrupt. Let me interrupt your Maya. Snap out of it. It's time to learn the birds and the bees of intimate relationship with God. All glories to the transcendental Lord and his transcendentally situated devotees. Only them if you want to be delivered. Not mixing, you know, the bygone devotees like Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami and Prabhupada with these other guys, these whippersnappers. Don't mix those kind of bad or good, even good apples. No, do not mix bad or good apples with transcendental apples. Do not do that if you want to be delivered in this life. This is the teaching. Only worship. And if there's not a pure devotee that you recognize at planet, only worship those bygone devotees. That's the idea of Ritvik. They sort of got it straight. But that's still, if you're lucky and you're really a Ritvik, Ritvik means, okay, we're going to worship, continue the mission like Prabhupada really said that his godbrother should have done. And just continue the mission. You worship only pure devotees. We know Bhaktisiddhanta was one, and you guys are not qualified. The Lord, not even he mentioned that you're qualified to be a Acharya. So don't do it. And they did it. And they did it again. Prabhupada's disciple, don't do it. And they did. Oh, yeah, Prabhupada wanted us to be pure devotees and sit. That's exactly what they did. They sat on that. Now you want to get to Prabhupada? We are the poopy popes. You got to go through us poopy popes to get to Prabhupada. Oh, don't listen to his tapes, man, because you got to go and listen to our tapes to get to him. And we're going to twist a few things for you. Twist a few conceptions. I know, I was there for 5 friggin' years. And then a year and a half in the Narayan Raj, and then 6 months with the Radhakund Babajis. And not satisfied with any of it. I just got a good look. Good look at what was going on. But I like looking here, man, because here I'm looking at real devotees who have real prema, real devotion. And it is a privilege for me to look at River and Lalita Ganga right now as I'm doing. I will cyberly kiss their feet now through mantra. No problem. Transcendental foot fetish, yes. All devotees have it. All real devotees. That's why Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. He knew the Spirit was going to be in there. He even did it beforehand because he knew he was going to go. He says, well, I'll just do this now because the Spirit ain't there yet, but it will be. That's why as soon as the Spirit is in you, devotees, immediately you're worshipable by me. I don't care. You know, amen. That's what the Lord worships his devotees. Why shouldn't a devotee worship a real devotee? That wouldn't be a fitting devotee. It wouldn't be real. I'd be one of these fake gurus. You think they'll worship their devotees? No, they just protrude their, oh, just wash my feet, man. I got them sticking out, man. Sticking them out. Come on, come on. They're just dying to be touched. Divine interrupt, man. Yeah. See, prema bhakti, by hearing the pastimes, hearing these conceptions, hearing these truths. When you, anybody, don't tell me you believe in devotees if you don't believe what I'm telling you now. I'm telling you what the devotees say. I believe it with all my heart. I see it work all the time. And you don't believe my word, you ain't a real devotee. Because I'm telling you what the devotees say. I'm showing you what the devotees say. Or the Lord is showing you what the devotee is saying. That's the real thing here. He's showing you this fool, Gaur Haridas, with a t-shirt. What he says comes true. He's showing, I mean, you know, if he thought, Gaur Hari, you are an offensive, you are a rascal personified, which is true. You are a divine interrupt, man. You know, I'm gonna throw a thunderbolt on you and obliterate your mouth, man. I can't put a head of a goat on you because you're already self-admittedly a goat head. But the Lord spoke through goats. He spoke through Staksha when he finally admitted he was a goat head. See? So you don't come here and admit you're a goat head. You ain't worthy for the Lord to speak through you. No, the beautiful prayers of Daksha when he got the goat head. Isn't it funny? What's the meaning of Bhagavatam, man? What is the meaning of that? Why all of a sudden he had this beautiful head, you know, that looks really beautiful to the world, like these gurus and their shiny things and their big, nice, shiny rubber stamp. Oh, yes, bona fide. The GBC meeting, us clerks got together and said, you are now Guru Dev, man. You go out forth and take your disciples and let them give you all their money and time and energy, and you deliver them because we clerks of the GBC say so. We never did a good job. It's like the government. They never do a good job. These gurus never did a very good job. They can't deliver you. That's the whole point. Why come to the Hare Krishna movement if you don't want to be delivered? Don't you go to the person that's supposed to represent Krishna so you can get to Krishna? Why not just go to Greenpeace? Why not just go to the government? Why not get a government job? Why are you going to these gurus? If you go to, come on, man. Come on, wake up, please. Why are you coming to Krishna consciousness? Do you want to become Krishna conscious? Well, you need ecstatic devotion. Only ecstatic devotees know Krishna. Those devotees are here and nowhere else. You prove to me they're somewhere else and you'll see they're nowhere else to be seen. Prove it. Nobody will. I have a loud announcement on Facebook. Hey, Prem Parojana, come here and show us you are a real guru. Hey, Jai Pataka and Radhanath. I'm not trying to be offensive. I just love truth. I want the truth. Is there any person out there who really wants the truth? Prove to me I'm a schmuck. Prove to me I'm an offender of pure devotees. Just prove it, for God's sake. It's just so bad that I just asked for some friggin' proof. Is there anybody that wants a little proof that you're following a door into the Vrindavan? Is there anybody that has any, don't you come to Krishna to get Krishna, to possess Krishna? So Krishna is your life and soul? Isn't that what the books say? Oh, glories to the devotees. Oh, yeah, Lord Caitanya is their life and soul. That means Radha and Krishna is their life and soul. Don't you come to, your guru is supposed their life and soul. Their life and soul must be a transcendental lordships. Lordships, they're ships, man, that get you across the ocean of illusion. Only the real representative, the real Guru Tattva, the real truth of Guru, the real reality of Guru here in this world can be that ship to bring you to the ships, the Lord ships. Forever, you'll be on those ships forever. Radha and Krishna will be going down all into any universe you want to go into. Now you have the real ship, man. I'm just a sailor, a new hat, man. Sailor, captain of the ship, right? Yeah, I've sailed over. I got my benefactor. I know who that is. I'm here to help others understand these verses are explaining that, and I have experience with this benefactor. He's benefited my life. I have faith in this now. He showed me who's not my benefactor. Benefit. You want a life of benefit? Well, you got to have this relationship with God. You got to wake up to your soul. You got to eat soul food, man, like us, man. We're black like the Lord, man. Didn't you know you got to be black? See, River was wrong. She was all, people say I'm a blackie. Of course, you got to be a blackie to get into this club. You got to be a soul winner. You got to have some soul in your preaching, man. Can you feel the soul in the preaching? Can you feel the truth in the preaching? That's simple, right? That's why I always loved these black singers. I used to go to a black church, man. We were rocking and rolling, and they're all going, that's right, that's right, that's right. Preacher was inspired, man. And singing, man, feeling Jesus. Isn't that what it was all about, man? Well, it's time for that with Krishna and Lord Caitanya. Weren't they having a party back then, man? Well, we're having a party again. What are these formalities? You go to these classes, it's so boring, man. You see the rituals, it's all empty stuff, man. It's like going to a pagan ritual. You ever see the dance around the mulberry bush? Yeah, no real ecstasy, just all superficial, man. Ceremonial, ritualistic. Yeah, what is our ritual? Our ritual is the essence of the ritual. The ritual is to sit around with devotees for the pleasure of the Lord and the devotees, and engage in this thousands of years sacrifice, 10,000, 20,000, 1 million, 1 billion years sacrifice. I'm never going to give up this. This is it, man. I'm a lifer, an eternal lifer on this, man. I love this. Yeah, I haven't found a better activity than this. Glorifying, just like Ananta Sesh, man. What's the difference, man? I love it. Hey, if it's good enough for you, Ananta, to sit there and glorify the Lord, for your zillions of years, if it's that activity is good for you, I know, I feel the same way. Thank you, for showing me that. I want to also do the same thing. I don't, think there's no end to this. This is so necessary, so important for the world to know how to enter Vrindavan in this life. It's the very essential. It's essential for people to hear this message. Deliverance is here now. It's been authorized even by your Prabhupada. Okay, we probably can't get these old Kaisers, old dogs don't learn new tricks, but maybe we get some of the younger generation to listen. See, one attains the highest perfection, Krishna Prem. So why would we do anything else? It's the highest perfection of life is Krishna Prem. Because when in Krishna Prem, what happens? You can glorify the Lord properly, conclusively. And what does it do? It liberates souls. It destroys, it dismantles the ignorance of Maya. She just slackens. She falls down, is toppled by the devotee who is worshiping the Lord in Krishna Prem. First, your own Maya, whatever's inside, your own condition, everything toppled by that worship. You know what I'm talking about, many of you here. Your own, what was inside, your condition, everything is toppled by this Krishna Prem. You just go on worshiping Krishna in ecstasy. And all of your problems are just, you realize, I don't need anything else. I don't need any new age techniques. I don't need any ghosts from the other side to help me. Okay. I got the supreme benefactor. Why do you need anything else? So watch out, you people. Watch out. You're thinking you need some ghosts and some people that they don't have what you got, and you're going to depend on them. It's the same bullshit, man. Same bullshit. You're depending on people. In other words, you're getting tricked again. You're going to something lesser and depending on something lesser for the real benefactor. I see. Maya is very tricky in many ways. See, and then you're mixing good apples, even the good apples, with transcendental things. Why do it? When you got Krishna Prem, what else do you need? Learn, develop. That's solid, man. Develop solidness in that. Yeah, otherwise, it'll be a weakness. What other God do you need? What other help do you need? The supreme benefactor, it means in every way, man. So kindly, he gradually unfolds his transcendental mystery of the congregational chanting of the holy name. That's why I come here every day. There's a mystery here that unfolds every day. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it wonderful? This mystery every day unfolds more and more and I love mysteries. I love puzzles to be solved. Karuna's going around like, what does she get out of that? Why is she so into this? I'm a bell ringer, man. How come she's not into ringing bells like me? Kindly hear these narrations of Madhukanda attentively as they reveal the pastimes of Vishvambara dancing, dressed as Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune. Yeah. And the eternal consort of Sri Narayan. See, the Lord Vishvambara dressed it. You think this was, okay, it was a play, but this is real. He's dressed as Lakshmi Devi, literally. He came to be dressed as Radha, which is Lakshmi Devi. It's another expansion, but right. Lakshmi Devi is an expansion of Radha. He came to be dressed. He was in her dress. Her dress is ecstatic love. We come here to dress you up. Put a nice red dress of love here on people, so they're adorned properly. Oh, you want to play with the Lord? Well, you got to be dressed like the Lord. You got to be dressed. You got to become an eternal consort. Can you imagine? River, you're an eternal consort of the Lord. Can you imagine that? Lalita, eternal consort. Can you imagine the ramifications of that? Who can say that? Is Jaipataka a eternal consort of the Lord? Is Radhanath? I think there's I think I'm really interrupting things. I'm really interrupting a lot of stuff, man. I'm getting people like, God, I never thought to question that, right? I'm asking questions that fear, because of fear that you've been suppressing. Oh, don't ask any question, anything. Don't step on our toes. I'm stepping on all these toes, and they're going, ouch, 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 oh, oh. Well, just ask questions, man. Bhagavatam is what? Questions and answers. First question is, who is the qualities of Guru Dev? And I'm just saying, what are the qualities of Guru Dev? This is a personal philosophy, right? We have persons here. We have Radhanath, we have Jaipataka, we have Gaur Das, we have River, and we have Lalita, and we have so many different. Why not use their names? Don't I like to use names? Don't I identify? Because you know why? Because my Lord is very personal. He uses names. He likes to have examples of things. So this makes the teaching very relevant and very clear. But a lot of people don't always want this clarity, do they? They don't want their Maya stepped on. Hey man, somebody's got to smash the grapes to make the wine, right? You noticed how they used to make the wine? They had all these little monks with their little dirty feet, smashing the grapes, like Gaur Haridas. He's just sitting there smashing the grapes. I'm just making wine. I'm just turning the grapes into wine. I got to do a miracle, right? Otherwise, who will come if they don't see the miracles of smashing the little grapes, turning it into the wine of life? Dressing people up. This is just a play. You just come here, we'll dress you up in nice red dress, this ecstatic devotion. That's your dress, so that you can participate in this play. You notice people can't participate very well without this ecstasy, without loving this play. I mean, all you have to do is love the play, man. Do you love? This is all they did. They had a play, and the actors on the stage, and Sachi was in the audience, like you guys are in the audience, and then they were saying, wow, what a great play. Lord Caitanya and the devotees are up there on stage and acting out, different funny things, and Haridas is with a stick, and he says, I'm a transcendental policeman. I come here to wake up. I can really identify with that. Man, can I identify? Haridas, man, I can identify with that. Yeah, got to chant in ecstasy like you. And yeah, you got to have a stick of truth. Wake people up, smack them, spare the rod, spoil the child, man. Totally identify. Oh, yeah, I like that play, man. See, this is not just a play. It's a play. It's a play, a reality play, reality show. See, reality show. If people don't get a reality show, how are you going to know what love of Godhead is? How are you going to know what is the real door to love of Godhead is? If you don't get a reality show, a show before your eyes, what ecstatic devotion is, what the dress is that you need to put on to enter the kingdom of Vrindavan. How can you enter without being dressed properly? That's why I can wear the t-shirt. I just say it's just a friggin' t-shirt. It's just a dhoti. I don't care. But if I don't have that red dress of ecstatic love, forget about bringing anybody into Vrindavan. Forget about it. It's a pipe dream. It's an illusion. Got to be dressed properly to bring people into Vrindavan, much less being there yourself. That's why Lord Caitanya quoted a verse from Bhagavatam. You can be a perfect Brahmin like a lot of these gurus, and they're not perfect Brahmins, but say they were. Say you were. You just happened by some miracle to be a perfect Brahmin. Say you're like Narayan Raj. You don't shave on Chaturmas and you follow strictly, you chant your 1 lakh religiously. But you're devoid of ecstatic, pure love of God. You're devoid of these conclusive understanding of these books and presenting these conclusions and pleasing Krishna so much that he awakens in others. Hey, this is proof of stake. When you stake, you're a disciple. It's like, Krishna's staking his claim on you. Oh, you recognize my real devotee, my real representative. He's got the real dress, and you like that red dress, and you want that red dress. You want to be dressed properly. Oh, I'm staking my claim on you. I'm going to kidnap you. You're my Rukmini, man. I'm going to go and grab you and marry you, Rakshasa style. So he married Rakshasa, just grabbed her, man, kidnapped her, man. That's all I just do like my Lord does that. Why should a real representative of the Lord not do that? I also have to do that. I gotta kidnap the Lord, and kidnap his to get them married off. Gotta kidnap the devotees, because they're not gonna go. Well, they want to go, but their gurus have incarcerated them. They're like Rukmi, the brother of Rukmini. He's my brother, and then Shishupal, and they're all watching like hawks. They don't want me kidnapped by the real spiritual potency, which the guru represents. The real guru represents the real representative. The one making a big show of the truth in this world. They're not caring about outside. I don't care about you guys are outsiders. You gurus, you're outsiders. I don't care. You followers of those gurus, you're outsiders. You people follow the governments and believe in the government. You're outsiders, man. You want to come inside, man? You want to have my benefactor as your Lord? Look at the results, man. Look at that in River's life and Lalita Ganga's and Johan's. They're very happy with my benefactors. The one that I came to introduce them to. They really like my benefactor. Do you like your guru's benefactor? Who are they? Do you like? Do you really? From your heart, do you feel like enthused? Do you roar like lions? Do you relish the highest levels of bliss and rapture and ecstasy, like my disciples? Because of my benefactor is merciful to them, because they found the real line of electricity, the real currency. See, the store of wealth, man, is Krishna, store of wealth, man. Every day, look how much wealth we get here every day. Isn't that amazing? Just wealth upon wealth upon wealth. Already, my throat's getting a little bit taxed, and I'm already thinking about, let's see, what time am I going to give the next class? What verses shall we read? See, I also like to make my plans. What verses, what juicy verses? What should we do? There's so much. We just have these oceans of Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books, man. We'll never finish all this. How are we going to finish all this study that we do here? One attains the highest perfection. Oh, I read that. Kindly hear the narrations. Oh, I read that. Okay. One day, Lord Vishwambara told his devotees that he wanted a dance drama arranged. Actually, I think we'll stop now because my voice is taxed. Here, we can, River, give us a word here. give us a word. Oh, let me, how can I do this? Oh, yeah. Let me put my headphones on. Oh, not these. Get my headphones so I can hear the word. I want to hear the word.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you great.
To be able to understand this, we have to grow with Krishna. The Lord has to be awoken in the heart to be able to understand the depth of who he is, everything in our lives, and it's individual for all of us. I've realized so many things have been troublesome to me, not just the body, but people, but certain situations, certain things going around in my head. This understanding just smashes it, makes everything clear. Those things going around in your head, you know. And I daren't say them actually. I think it's a bit too much saying it out here. But there's things that have been happening to me that I don't know why they've been happening to me. But now here in this Sangha and hearing your words, especially when you talk about penetration and rape and things like that, understanding, yes, raped, you know, and force, all of these things have been issues, but I know now what Krishna is doing. Covering, you know, that makes it form and makes it solid, but it's taking it's bringing the spirit to what was happening with me, and it's all, and it will happen to all of us, you know, whatever we have been involved in.
Yeah.
You know, Krishna will individually do that for us, and it's absolutely brilliant. And it actually makes you feel like my whole life, I don't know about my past lives, but this whole life has been a great existence. Really, really great, wonderful existence to date, to this point. It is 4 years to this day, Maharaj. And you were actually in Belgium with Lalita at this time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yesterday and today, because Facebook, they give you memories.
Aha.
I don't know if they do it to everybody. They give you certain memories at different times.
Yeah.
I had some of my first ever short little videos I did when I was watching you in Mayapur, and feeling these things even back then, really, but not realizing. But thank you very much, Maharaj. Oh my God. We have to grow with Krishna to understand this, otherwise we won't.
Yeah.
And here it's happening for all of us. Thank you to Lalita and to the whole family.
Yeah.
Go away, Karuna. This is Karuna's actually reason. I am understanding it much deeper as well because of where he is. And understand quite a lot. I don't know if this is just a show or I don't know because it will happen. It's so clear, Maharaj, so clear. I'm so grateful. Oh my God. And thank you very much. Thank you to Lalita and the devotees that come.
Could you hurry up? We have a football match to attend.
But it's okay. I see different things in it.
Come on, Forrest! Come on, Forrest!
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So Lalita, give us a word.
Oh yeah, great class, Guru. You kidnapped me for a while. You have been so funny today. It's so great. It's really so great to understand all this. To meet this benefactor. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. It's impossible to attain all this. It's such a beautiful journey. Every day new and fresh. No, this is not mode of goodness. This is a completely different world. Transcendental world, transcendental life, transcendental platform, transcendental experiences, transcendental love. So powerful. You kidnap us. You're really kidnapping us. We are not from this world anymore. You bring us in a completely different. No resistance. No resistance.
Well, you got to have an interesting show for the devotees and the Lord. I mean, you know, that's what the Lord has to. He has to play a tune, you know.
Thank you. And it's never ending. It's continuing every day, since I met you. Soon we fly.
Boy, a lot of comments today too. Let's see. We are still just tipping the iceberg. That's so exciting. Because so much look forward. I am so glad I've been kidnapped. I love my captors. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like, it's like that Swedish, what do they call it? The Swedish syndrome or something. I forgot what they called that. Anyway, where you love your torturers, you know? And so that's a reflection. Stockholm syndrome. You love your torturers. So the Lord comes and he kidnaps you, and you also love your kidnapper. Because like that Stockholm thing, this lady was kidnapped, you know, and so that's what Rukmini, she was kidnapped by Krishna, but it was great because she wanted to be kidnapped. See, just like these people, they want to be, well, actually they have to be tricked into it. Nobody really wants that, but they're tricked into it. They're deceived. So Krishna comes, if we're lucky, and he does these little tricks sometimes, but we are also happy with our captors. We're captivated, see, by his spiritual potency, and it's wonderful. See, that's the difference that nobody understands, you know, until you're captured yourself. I mean, I love it too. It's like Amy, she's really right, man. It's so right. I love my captor. I love to be captivated by the Lord and the Lord's devotees. It's fabulous. It's freedom. The freedom is in that. Freedom from the illusion, freedom from Maya, the benefactor, the protection. Because it's our nature to be, you know, one of the illusions is to think that you are alone, okay, in all of this. It's just you. It's all about being free on your own. See, that's an illusion. You'll never be free. That's a new age trip. They're into that. I just want to be independent and free and alone. Basically, they want to be like God too. It's like, see, demigods and demons, they all kind of more or less want to be like gods alone, you know, like gods, you know. But they can't do it. See, they can't do it because it's not our nature to do it. You have to be free in the transcendental manifestation of God, which we present here. See, it's the supreme benefactor. You know, the supreme benefit. Otherwise, you're always looking for others to be your battery. Well, even as a demigod or demon, always, even you see, they're always, even the good guys. There's the good guys and the bad guys. The bad guys, they like being bad guys. They want to overcome the good guys, and the good guys, they also want to overcome the bad guys. See, that's the good and evil fight, right? But they both depend. It's always a we thing. So the demons depend on the masses to execute their thing. They can't be everywhere. They need to control the masses. It's their battery, their resource, right? It's the same thing with the demigods. They always speak about, well, we got to get together. We got to wake people up. We got to do this. We need you, in other words. Otherwise, we cannot overcome the demons. No, we can't overcome the elites. See, so it's all about what's your battery? Well, you come here, we'll teach you the supreme battery. You don't need to tap into others to win them over like that. No, all you have to do is win God over. See? And then naturally people are won over. See, because the Lord is, it's as it is. It's conclusive. Lord Caitanya is the supreme benefactor of this Kali Yuga. There ain't anybody else better than him. Even if you know Jesus, even if you feel you've been saved by Jesus, you will benefit by connecting with Lord Caitanya. You will understand Jesus better. You'll understand his conceptions better. You'll understand his teachings better. You'll understand his intentions better. I know personally. You'll have more power to deliver others in this world. See? All because the Lord is your battery. He's my battery. Jesus, all real devotees who are liberators in this world know the same thing. They're beyond the demons and the demigods. They can help the demons and the demigods. They're the spiritual masters of the universe because they're tapped in to the supreme battery. See? The Lord, he's inexhaustible. He never decreases. Actually, he increases by this interaction with his devotees. That's why you see the devotees increase in this interaction. The Lord, it feels he increases. And he increases in you. You see, it's just, what we're doing is topmost. It's supreme bonum. I'll tell you, man, this is the whole point, is to relish these truths. And automatically, those who are earshot of this will benefit so much from this, because these kinds of things you don't just hear. These are not just spoken by, you can put 1,000 of these gurus together and they cannot top one of these classes. Go listen to 1,000 of their classes and not even one will be as good as this, much less the thousands that we do. Because why? Because we're really tapped into that supreme benefactor. This is the whole point. The Lord says, I need somebody here in this world to show how good he is, how good this relationship is. That's what he did with Jesus. He chose Jesus to do that. He chose Prabhupada to do that. Look at all that happened with Prabhupada. It was only because he was tapped into the supreme benefactor. He didn't want to depend on the Maya. He didn't like this. God brother said, well, we want to help you. He said, no, you don't really want to help me. You're part of Maya. You want to take over. No, thank you. I don't need it. He didn't need it. I don't need it. I don't need these gurus. I don't need their followers. If anything, we're here to add something. Do you want to add something? We're here to add the supreme benefactor to ISKCON and all of these groups. You know, here, like the Narayan Raj group, they're talking Radhe, and all these high concepts of Rupa Goswami without the Rupa Goswami, without the high conception. See, that's the speculation. It's not just an intellectual thing. No, are you dressed in red? Are you dressed in real ecstatic love? Well, you know, that's the bottom line. Otherwise, you're not gonna. You're not going to. You can't get out of hypocrisy. You'll be the crying school without the crying. You know, it's always. Isn't that funny? You start to become aware of all this stuff. How hypocritical everything is. It's just, what is the difference between gurus? They're like politicians. Yes, come to me, serve me, give me your money, give me your life and energy, become my battery, and I'll give you Vrindavan, but you don't get Vrindavan. You come here, right? I'm also making proclamations, but do they come true? Did you get Krishna? Do you feel this ecstatic love awakening in you? Are you entering Vrindavan consciousness? See, that's how this is beyond hypocrisy. See, the Lord proves the word. Hey, if he's with you, if he's your real benefactor, he'll prove it to others. Hey, I'm proving that I'm with this devotee. He proved that he was with Jesus, right? By awakening in others. He proved he was with Lord Caitanya by awakening that same love in others. He's proving he's with Gaura Haridas, this fool with a goat head with a t-shirt, because he's awakening ecstatic love in others, man. I dare anybody to defeat these conclusions. They're ironclad arguments. We're in a court of law, and I'm arguing the case of humanity to convince my Lord in their hearts to awaken, even by force, even by kidnap. Grab them and force them to drink this nectar. Hey man, I'm not saying anything Rupa Goswami did, Rupa Goswami said. He said, all glories to my spiritual master, Sanatana Goswami. He forced me to drink this bhakti. He forced me to drink this bhakti. By force. You know that, you see, Urikram in the Atmaram verse is in force here. Their step is very heavy. They step forward with great force. See? That's Guru. That's a representative of the Lord. With great force, their step is very forceful, very intense. You notice this ecstatic love is intense, isn't it? This truth is intense. Truth is no respecter of persons. I don't care if you're an illusion, you got to have the test of truth to see if you don't break under the truth. You see how this works? Your metal is tested. You ever seen pop metal? It pops. You know, you put a little stress on it, it goes pop. It's called pop metal. That's why we have pop gurus, man. You put a little stress on them and they pop. We're testing your metal out there, Guru Daves. Want to see if you pop. You just pop metal. You know, fake, little, actually like these cars made of plastic. They look like they're made of, you ever see the bumpers on them? They look like metal, but they're only plastic. Are you one of those? Are you a plastic guru, man? Or are you a real guru? Because if you do, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but I don't think most of them don't. They're all, oh, he's not following the etiquette. We're all people ass kissers, man. He's an ass kicker. I don't know. Do we want to be around an ass kicker? I think, well, we're so used to ass kissing, you know, to get where we're at. This guy's kicking asses all over. He's no respecter of persons. Well, hey, man, if truth is no respecter of persons, you got to meet a personification of truth. That's the real guru, man. They got a mouth. You're going to hear it. No respecter. Hey, man, can you survive the test of truth? If not, your false ego dies and you're beneficial. Then you find out what's really real. What good is it being a blind guide, Lalita, huh? What good are these blind guides? Isn't it better to do the miracle? Let's open their eyes, man. Spiritual eyes. Let's open their ears to the truth. Come on, Lord, do your miracles, man. Let's get us a couple of gurus over here. Give us a couple of sannyasis and Brahmins, man. Show that you're topmost. Sure, show them, man. Don't, his nature, he doesn't like to do that. He doesn't like the proud, he doesn't like to approach. But I say, Lord, geez, come on, man. There's so many that could be liberated if you get one proud sannyasi to eat his pride, you know. Polyester popping. Yeah. They were from plastic. Yeah, exactly. Yamuna wanted her money back. She doesn't ask her money back here, do you? Lalita doesn't ask for whatever she donates. She's not asking any money back.
I even didn't.
Yeah. I had one disciple who asked for their money back, or maybe two. One disciple, because he went to Narayan Raj, and he said, "Hey, Gauri, I gave him a big donation," which was he kind of fudged it a little. He didn't really give that much as he said. He was kind of like a kind of crafty guy, And he went to Narayan Raj about it. I was there, on the morning walk with Narayan Raj. Interesting story. He says, Gauri, he claimed to be the real guru. He cheated me, and he should give me my money back. Even Narayan Raj says, hey, it's sinful to ask for your money back when you gave a donation. So Krishna spoke through him, See, they don't want. See, this is how people try to get away from Krishna. Because when you give, you give to a real guru, man. The Shastras even say it comes back unlimitedly. Unlimitedly. What is the unlimitedness that unlimited wealth? The wealth is when Lalita says, wow, your class was so fantastic, man. It's just endless. It's wonderful. You're on the same page with God. That's what he thinks. He thinks, oh, just give me a verse quoted by a real devotee, and I've got the best wealth in the world. You think like he does, Lalita. Okay? The others, they want their money back, material money, they want it back. They want to run away from the truth. You see, that's this Maya is sadly funny, actually. People, they go give money to the temples and deities. A lot of times they have motive. They want, well, if I give money to the deities, I'm going to get money back. I'll get it 10-fold, 20-fold. The Shastras do say that. But that's not the real wealth. That's not why to give your money. You should, if you went to the deity in the temple and said, listen, I'm going to leave this donation here. I want the real wealth. I want the wealth that Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami and Raghunath Das had. Rupa Goswami threw the touchstone because he was renunciate. He just took the this touchstone that would give him gold. All he needed to do, he had a touch. Somebody gave him a touchstone. You can get gold, and he threw it in the. I said, I'm a renunciate, man. I got my wealth. Okay? So his wealth, he had Krishna. I have Krishna too. If wealth comes here, I don't throw it in the ditch. I use it for, we use it for preaching, because I'm not a renunciate, man. I'm a ghost in a Nandi. I'm here to transmit the Holy Ghost, man, into my friends. Those who become a little friendly here, man. I'm a ghost in a Nandi, man. We're gonna ghost you, man. We're not here to goose you like these gurus, they're goosers, man. We're here to ghost you with the red dress, man. We're gonna make you a little red Robin Hoods, with the real love of God, love of Krishna. That's the whole purpose here. You come here for that reason. Oh yeah, we were going to stop here. Sorry. Got a little carried away as usual. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit.